And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. MLB The Show has action out of the AL Central. It's the Minnesota Twins taking on the Cleveland Guardians. All right, Singy, let's talk about the man on the mound. He has been lights out lately.
You're not kidding, Boog. I mean, look at these stats. He's got hitters guessing on every pitch. I'm excited to see if he can maintain his dominance in this one.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set to go. And on the mound today, Tanner Bybee, having a pretty ridiculous season so far, Singy.
Yeah, you see there with the sub-2 ERA. And he's been pretty much lights out so far this season. So, you know, when a guy like this takes the mound, Boog, I'm expecting to watch him get into a rhythm quickly and just move through a ball game. Sometimes you can see some big strikeouts. Other times it's hard to even know he's there because the innings go so quickly.
In for a strike, now 3-1. Bybee, once again named pitcher of the month after a really excellent stretch. There's a strike up high, and it's a full count.
Boog, I got to tell you, the way he's pitched this year, I wouldn't be surprised if he's going to get an arm workout, polishing up a Cy Young award in the offseason. So fun to watch him operate out there.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. This is Willie Castro. First offering, and it just misses. Castro with a homer in his last game.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
In the air, left field. He's got it, and there's 2 away. Now the lineup for the Twins as constructed by Rocco Baldelli. In that cleanup spot, a key piece for this club, Matt Wallner.
Well, he's an important part of this lineup for sure. I mean, there's no doubt about it, Boog. It's somebody that they try to feed off of. He does a lot of things, you know, very well up there at the plate. He's got a presence about him, and you know, he's a guy that you really kind of like to watch swing the bat.
Royce Lewis stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. And another ball.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. 2 outs, base is empty. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
1 strike.
Hit in the air, left field. Squeezes it, and that'll do it. Back here in Cleveland, our starter in this one, Chris Paddock.
Well, it hasn't been a great year so far in terms of ERA, but he's had some decent games, and there have been some flashes of greatness, if you will. We'll see today if he's able to get ahead of hitters and perhaps get some swings and misses, put himself in a position to bring that ERA down, because you know in the back of his mind, beyond the W, he wants to have a better earned run average.
Here's the Guardians lineup now. Of course, one of the best players in the game today, Juan Soto.
Boog, it's kind of a joke that this guy's got a career OPS over 900. I mean, there are a lot of players that hope that they can just do that in one season, but he's done it his entire career. And in reality, there's only about 60 players that can claim that type of production.
And first offering is fouled off. One down, base is empty.
2-0-2.
Fights it off. He'll see another. 1 out, base is empty. That one just misses, and that is ball one.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken out.
That gets down for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
So a man aboard. Juan Soto now second in the AL in home runs. Late swing, foul to the left. Soto with another scorching run of play lately. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into right field. Cut off, throw to third. He's in there.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Absolutely smoked that baseball. What a swing. Sent it out way faster than it came in, of course. 113 off the bat, and no matter where you hit it at that speed, it's tough to make a play on.
And now it's Matt Olson's turn to hit. Got it started a little too early. Strike one. Squirts away a little bit. Runners stay where they are. That's ball one. First and third, one down. Dives, but it's off his glove. Over to Castro for one, and that's all they'll get. Here's Jose Ramirez.
Third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
Close, but called a ball. Ball one.
One ball.
Olson, the runner at first with two gone.
Ball two.
And that drops in for a strike.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
Two outs. Ground ball right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. Second inning coming up from Progressive Field. It's the Guardians. And we're back. All set for the start of the inning. Now the Minnesota cleanup hitter, Matt Wallner. That one's in there. 0-1. Bybee with a stellar run lately on the mound, really carving up lineups. Strike two.
Some pitchers can go out there and rip off a month or two of incredible starts. And right now, it looks like he's in one of those grooves. Really fun to watch.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Soto hauls it in, and there's one away. And next for Minnesota, Jose Miranda.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
Gets the call, and it's 0-1. Dives, and he can't hang on. The throw comes in too late, and they catch a break as they get a base runner at first.
Well, with his speed, he doesn't get a whole lot of those infield hits, but he was giving it everything he had right there. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Here's Trevor Larnach. There's a strike. Larnach bats left, throws right, batting sixth in today's lineup. And his last 10 games stand out. He's homered in 4 of them. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count is 0-2. Tying run is at first. Here at the top of the second. Swings through it for the K. Gassed it right by him. Ryan Jeffers at the plate. Homer back in the game on Wednesday. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. It's 0-1.
No ball. 1 strike.
Pounding ball here, rolls foul. 0-2 now. Breaking ball
1-2.
misses down and away. Outside
2-2.
with a breaking ball. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. So no run. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the veteran shortstop, Trey Turner. Paddock back to work. And that's in for a strike.
Hey, partner, back in 2023, Turner homered off the same pitcher twice in the same inning. Only a few players have ever done it, and his were against his former team, the Washington Nationals.
Kenny Jansen doing home plate duties in this one.
Not a huge strike zone from Jansen, so he can't really be called a pitcher's umpire, but he does like the bottom part of the strike zone. We may see some pitchers steal a few strikes down there, especially the ones right below the knees. That's if their catcher can present it properly.
And a 2-1 on the way. Ground ball right side, but that rolls foul. What about an umpire's height? How much of a role does that play in your experience and what the strike zone is like?
Yeah, I think it pushes the strike zone up a little bit, which, you know, as a former hitter, you like that. You wanted the ball up. You didn't want to have to deal with stuff down in the zone consistently.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. His 21st of the year. It's 2-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
Here's Machado.
Really bringing some thump at the plate lately. 3 home runs over the last 5 games.
Ball one there.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
And that misses. That's ball 2. Paddock, maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, guys, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
Batting 8.
Man at
Center
first.
fielder,
Here's Byron Buxton.
Buxton.
Ball outside.
Buxton launched a homer in his most recent game. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Here comes Machado around third. Tag, and he's out at the plate.
A lot of real estate to cover on that play defensively. A long throw to the cutoff man, and then a lot of ground to make up as well on the relay. But an excellent job of execution and getting that out at the dish as he tried to make it home all the way from first base.
JT Realmuto steps in. And downstairs. Buxton over at second, 1 down. Off the mark there. And now 3-0. And there's the automatic.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
Right through there for a strike.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
Strike three. Got him looking on the changeup.
Well, he hadn't seen that changeup the entire at bat until that put-away pitch, and it's pretty tough to deal with as a hitter. You're up there battling, trying to read and react with 2 strikes, and then all of a sudden a pitch comes out of nowhere, and it's a good changeup. It's just almost impossible to hit it when you haven't seen it.
Man on second, 2 down. And that's in for a strike. And it's 1-1.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat, drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
Man at second. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Guardians tack on another with this home run. It's now a 2-0 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a series where they were red hot at the plate, and a look at the numbers. That's a strike. 0-1.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
In the air, right side. Soto hauls it in for the out. And there's 1 down. And now Bader up to the plate.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
Bader, guy played his college ball at the University of Florida from the New York area. Went to Horace Mann High School. Line drive. Makes the catch for the out.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Finds its way through, base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Castro in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Move to first, and he dives back in safely.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
And the 1-0. Foul ball. Doyle leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Runner takes off. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second. Out there. And that ends the inning.
Well, trying to get into scoring position with a great catch and throw to end the inning. That's the way to pick up the pitcher.
Welcome back to the ballpark as we check out the current playoff picture.
Jose Altuve.
And that one fouled off. And the righty deals. Lifted in the air down the left side. Larnach makes the grab, 1 down.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay closed.
And first offering is fouled off. Soto with some impressive production lately. Swing and a pop-up. Foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands.
You don't stick at the major league level unless you can string together consistently solid performances. Right now, he's showing us why he's lasted in the big leagues.
Next offering misses, and the count is 1-2. Next offering misses down and away.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a two-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. That K is his third of the game.
Oh, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball, and I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location, but he found a way to just get it by him.
And that one is lifted in the air. Wallner under it. Corrals it. And that ends the inning. Here in Cleveland, start of the fourth. And now for the Twins, Willie Castro. Strike one.
I'll try to bunt for a hit right there, and you can tell he's trying to get something, anything going offensively.
Next offering is in for a strike.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
Got him looking. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Here's Royce Lewis. He's 0 for 1. Just missed. All right, Siggy, trivia time. Back when this ballpark opened, 1994, one future Hall of Famer hit the first triple in the park, and another hit the first homer by a Cleveland player. Think you know who they were?
Okay, I know that Ken Griffey Jr. hit the first triple here, but first homer for Cleveland. Give me a hint.
Switch hitter. That's all you're getting.
Oh, dude. Eddie Murray, no doubt.
Bam. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. And now it's going to be Matt Wallner. Flied to right his first time. Hard hit left side. And the Twins go 1-2-3. So no. Back here in Cleveland, John Chambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the fourth, Jose Ramirez. And delivers outside. You think back to 2017, and Cleveland set a major league record. 22 consecutive wins they had. It was capped off with a 10-inning walk-off win. Pretty amazing streak and a big part of the history of this yard. Check swing, went around, and it's 2-1.
Boog, and I remember early in that season covering them and talking to their staff and players, and they didn't feel like they had really clicked yet. Now, when I went back to do some research, looking at metrics like base runs, I realized they weren't scoring runs at the rate in which the data was saying they should be at. So the numbers were saying it was just a matter of time until they would take off. Little did we know that it would convert into a 22-game winning streak, and it took the baseball world by storm.
I love when you talk nerd to me. Here's Turner now. Runner on the go. Pitch is high. Safe at second, and that was not close. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Just missed. Next offering is foul back. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Here's Manny Machado now. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Nasty pitch right there. 0-1. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Danny Coulombe warming up for manager Rocco Baldelli. Gaddis also getting ready. That pitch clips the outside corner. 0-2. Runner at second here, 1 gone. Next pitch is outside. And there's a ball. And now it's filled up. Swing and a ball popped up. Castro makes the grab. 2 away now. Byron Buxton getting ready to hit. Doubled his first time up. Inside. And it's 1-0. Runner at second, 2 down. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. He flexes his power with that swing, and they boost their lead. It's 4-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. No good. Clearly some frustration out there on the mound right now. I mean, that ball was so close to going foul. Would have been a long strike, but instead, batter gets rewarded. Did a nice job of getting to the pitch and hitting it hard enough to get over the fence.
Real Muto now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there.
1 strike.
That one drilled left field. Larnach going back on this one. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now a 4-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back now at Progressive Field. We go to the top of the 5th, and the batter now, Jose Miranda. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. Miranda, 26 years old, and he's been on a good run at the plate, hitting over 300 in his last 10 games. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Buxton pulls it in on the run. So up next, Trevor Larnach. And that one lifted in the air center field. Buxton settles under it. 2 down. Now it's going to be Ryan Jeffers. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
0-1.
That one hammered left field. That's back. Hauls it in on the warning track. Over on the mound, Danny Coulombe.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Yelich lays off down low as he digs in for the 3rd time.
You know, these Guardians putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in, so I'd say mission accomplished.
And that is out of play. Nice grab. Fires to first. Nicely done for the out. Jose Altuve up to hit here. Just missed. That's in there. 1 ball, 1 strike. One down, base is empty. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Swings and misses. That's out number 2. Here's Juan Soto, 1 for 2. First pitch just misses. 2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. Oh, he gloves it. Throws from his knees. On the money. Nice play.
That was a great job of doing the math. He had the perfect angle. Diving stop completes the play, and that ends the inning.
Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year. Bybee back to work. That one fouled off. Fouled off left side. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Swing and a miss. Tanner Bybee with the strikeout.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Trying to bunt his way on. And a foul ball. Bader working through some struggles lately. Inside, just missed.
Yeah, they say baseball is a game of failure, and that's true even for longtime major leaguers. Sometimes you'll have tough stretches just like this, but he's an experienced vet. He'll probably right the ship soon.
1 down, base is empty. Ground ball left side, and foul ball. Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
Well, I think the key, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're the top half of the 6th. That misses the zone. 2-2. Got him. Make it 7 strikeouts for him.
Absolutely dotted the edge of the zone right there. That was a tough battle, man. So to make a really quality pitch and just catch him looking like that, it's got to feel good out there on the mound. That was a fun at bat to watch.
Doyle in now, takes ball 1 off the plate. And that's in for a strike. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And that skips in the dirt. On a line, base hit. And they have their first base runner since the 3rd inning. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Willie Castro. 0 for 2 in this one. Fastball for a strike.
Boog, the runner at first needs to be careful right here. He's dealing with a pickoff artist on the mound.
Swings and misses. And it's 0-2.
If it were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base, but this isn't a catcher you want to run on. He
locked him up, and that'll do it. The inning is back at the ballpark as we take a check of the bullpen so far this season.
Matt Olson.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. Ball 1. Olson working on a massive campaign right now, putting up some big home run numbers. And there's the strike.
Well, we've seen him flex some impressive power this season, and there's still a lot of time to go. If he can keep up this pace he's on, we could be in for something really special.
That misses. Ball 2. Inside, just missed. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
You know, I think he's okay with that outcome. It wasn't an intentional walk, but he wasn't exactly trying to attack the zone either.
Ramirez stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. Coulomb, he's one of those guys who uses the cut fastball as his primary offering, and when it's on, it can induce a lot of weak contact. Fought off foul.
And the late movement on the cutter is really what makes it so effective, because as a hitter, you make a decision whether you're going to swing or take a pitch before it actually gets into the zone. So that late movement causes it to miss the barrel of the bat, sometimes miss the bat entirely.
Fouls one off. 2-2. Olsen gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Tell fans a little bit about the difference between a cutter and a slider.
Well, a cutter looks more like a fastball, but it has that late movement like a slider that's hard to pick up. Now with the slider, it's a little slower, the spin is different, and sometimes you can recognize that, and it tends to break a lot more horizontally and vertically than the cutter.
And it remains 2-2. On the ground to the left, and that's just foul. That one not close. And that's ball 3.
These first two hitters really making him work out there. Already 14 pitches this inning.
3-2. This one in the air, right field. Wallner racing over to make the catch.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Trey Turner now. He launched a solo shot back in the second inning of this one.
Yeah, that was big for these guys early on. Definitely helped them get off onto the right foot.
There's the strike.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
Fly ball down the line. Wallner sizes this one up. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. That's out number 2.
Now batting, designated hitter.
And now it's Manny Machado.
Machado.
And Manny gets a piece. Two outs. Just missed. Swing and a line drive ripped out into right center. That's a base hit. And it gets by him. Here comes Olsen around third. The relay to the plate. It's offline. The run comes in.
Picks himself up at RBI. I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it. And that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double.
There comes the skipper out of the dugout. And on the mound now for the Twins, Aberson Castellano.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year. So the defense should be active.
And the first pitch misses for ball one. Runner at second, 2 down here in the bottom of the 6th. Check swing called strike. And the count 1-1. Swing and a miss.
1-2.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And that is that. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. And the lead is now 5-0. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Welcome back as we take a check of the current standings.
Royce Lewis.
Swung on, belted. Back there. And it hits the fence. Now he'll turn for second. And one pitch into the inning, it's a leadoff double.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone, and he was clearly ready to jump all over it.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. So up next for Minnesota, Matt Wallner. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
Swings through that.
Tonight, his slider has been really impressive. I mean, tight spin. Seems like the hitters aren't picking it up out of the hand.
Next offering upstairs. Runner at second, nobody out. In the air, left field, down the line. This one could be trouble. The run comes in from second. It's 5-1. So, man aboard, Jose Miranda, the next twin up to hit. Puts it in the air out towards left center. And there's one away. Trevor Larnach, the next to hit. Pitch misses there, and that's ball one. One out and a runner at second. And another ball. Movement in the pen for the Guardians. Ryan Helsley, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Clase getting cranked up as well. Man at second. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. That one missed.
3 balls, 1 strike.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Pitch count's getting up there now, and not saying that's the reason for this walk, but this is the point in the game when every sign of wavering starts to get everyone's attention.
Jeffers, batting with one down, takes a strike.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to continue, finish off this hitter.
Just off the outside corner. Now 1-2.
Just missing off the plate there, according to the umpire, and out there on the mound, maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say he's convinced, but it looks like he's accepted it.
Wallner over at second. Larnach over at first with one away. just struck him out. With number 9 for him in this game. 9.
Well, Boog, it becomes pretty difficult as a teammate when a guy's struggling like this. You don't know if you want to go up and tell him to keep swinging it or if you want to give him his space, what exactly he needs. But right now, it's clearly a struggle for him, and you're just hoping that somehow, some way it'll click, and he can get out of this as quickly as possible.
And it finds its way through for a hit. Coming home. The throw in. It's off the mark, and he scores. It's 5-2.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit. Now a huge at-bat in this game coming up.
So here's Bader now.
And Boog, I'd say he's due.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he will make a move to dip into the Guardians bullpen. On the mound now, Ryan Helsley.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
First pitch misses.
All season long, he's racked up a number of saves, and sometimes the adrenaline doesn't get high enough until there's a runner or two on base.
Tying run at the plate.
Ball 2.
Just about gives his skipper a heart attack, but that's where he functions best.
And a fastball clips the outside corner for a strike. With the tying run at the plate, here are the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a foul out of play. The tying run at the plate. Swung on, popped up left side. Turner. Drops into the glove, and that's the 3rd out. So 2 runs in the inning on 3 hits. No errors, but 2 are left stranded. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Guardians 5 and the Twins 2. And we're back. Bottom of the 7th, and up to the plate is JT Realmuto. Looks like it'll be a pinch hitter, Gabriel Moreno. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1.
Ball.
And that one is inside. That one hit to right. Wallner. And makes the grab. And there's one away. Now it's Christian Yelich. 0 for 3 in this one.
Yelich.
Now a move being made for a pinch hitter. Travis Bazzana looking to start something with 1 gone. That's outside. 1-0. Warning track. Wall. And you can touch them all, baseball man. His 2nd of the year, and they tack one on the board. It's 6-2. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. It's so tough to come in as a pinch hitter and have success. I mean, you really have to keep yourself locked into the game and ready at any time. So it's always impressive to me when someone jumps in there and hits it out. It's a huge lift for your ball club as well.
Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. 1 for 3. And that's a little bit high. Ball 1. One down, base is empty. On the ground, right side. Sneaks through, base hit.
Multi-hit game for him now, and with the lack of results he's been having lately, I'm sure he's feeling some relief. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Soto, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Inside, almost got him.
He's getting a little frustrated out there on the mound, getting hit around a little bit. Let's see if he can settle himself down.
Yep.
And there's a foul ball. Man at first, one away. Struck him out swinging. And the runner stays where he is.
Now batting first baseman.
Here is Matt Olson.
Matt Olson.
And that one upstairs, ball 1. Outside low. 2 balls, no strikes.
2-0 count to a guy like this at the plate. You've got to throw a pitcher's pitch. Don't just try to get a strike. He could make you pay.
Next offering is fouled back. Altuve off of first with 2 away. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Two outs. Swings and misses. Jeffers gathers, throws to first, got him. Inning over on the strikeout. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. It's now 6-2. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. So remaining in the game defensively, Gabriel Moreno. He takes over behind the plate to do the catching after entering the game as a pinch hitter. Also into the ball game, Travis Bazzana. He'll be out in left field. Back to the top of the order now. Here's the center fielder, Brenton Doyle. Helsley, multi-time All-Star, 30 years old now, and he was a 5th-round pick back in 2015. Pitch is in there, and that's strike 1.
No ball, 1 strike.
Ball 1 there. And that one clips the corner. The 1-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
Now the number 2 hitter, Willie Castro.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
Close
No,
one,
that's a
doesn't
ball.
get the call. And it's 1-0. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. And a foul ball. Swinging a foul straight back. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment, Booth, get back on track. His team needs him.
Lewis at the plate and takes high there.
1-0.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Ball 2. 2 balls. No strikes.
He swings and fouls one off. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
And a slider misses down and away.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
2 down, nobody on. Gets a piece and stays alive. Two outs. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. That's back. Just missed it. Bottom of the inning. Now it's Jose Ramirez.
Third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
And the right-hander back to work.
No,
Fastball
off
is
the plate.
outside. Clobber to right field, way back, gone. That'll fire up the dugout. His 22nd homer of the year, and they add to their lead. It's 7-2. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. He got his front foot down. He was strong on his backside, and when his bat went through the zone, there's no question that ball was going to travel out of the ballpark. But that's, if you were putting a tape together, positive to watch, that's it right there. Just a perfect swing.
Here comes the manager out of the Twins dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Aberson Castellano is done, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break.
Now pitching for
Hunter
Minnesota.
Gaddis on to pitch out of the
Number
pen here.
33.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
And first offering is fouled off. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Slider got him for strike 3.
Well, that pitch wasn't even close to being a strike, and that just goes to show you how defensive hitters can become when they're up against an 0-2 count. You're just hoping for a mistake somewhere near the zone that you can get the bat to, but right there, he was clearly anxious. He was swinging when the ball left the hand.
Machado in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
1 ball, 1 strike. Ball.
Swing and a miss. 2-2.
He's been great in this one. Eye-hand coordination just failed him a little bit right there.
That's down and in. A slider missed. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 away.
Well, that's the money maker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from a same side thrower as the hitter. I mean, that's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes and very difficult to lay off.
Buxton stands in now and watches strike 1. That's a little bit low. There's a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And that's in the dirt. There's a swing and a drive. Doyle going back. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. Last chance coming up for the Twins. Here in Cleveland, new inning getting started. Now the cleanup hitter for Minnesota, Matt Wallner. Here comes the closer here in the 9th, Emmanuel Clase.
And one thing on him, he's been really good this season at keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep.
Emmanuel Clase.
That's off the mark, and that's ball 1. Clase, a former All-Star. He throws a cutter, a slider, and he works in a 4-seamer. And a rope into center field, base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Now batting, the first baseman, Jose Miranda.
And now, Jose Miranda. First pitch, and he just misses.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
This one in the dirt. Wallner aboard here at first with nobody out. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it to first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. The fielder got a piece of it, but the way that thing came off the bat, no surprise at all. He couldn't pick it cleanly. It's a very difficult play, and that swing definitely was deserving of a hit.
First and second, no outs. Here's the left fielder, Trevor Larnach. In the air, out towards left center. Buxton makes the grab. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Now batting, catcher, Ryan Jeffers.
2 on with 1 out. Ryan Jeffers, the next twin up to hit. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. Right through there for a strike. Runners at first and second with 1 gone.
Ball 1.
Battling here as he fouls it away.
100 miles an hour, foul that off. That's a good piece of swinging. I won't say hitting because he didn't get a knock, but a good piece of swinging to keep the at-bat alive.
They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away.
Full count.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. And that'll load the bases.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of
Now
pitches
batting,
and ends up
second
drawing the
baseman,
walk.
Ernie
Very
Clement.
gritty.
So bases loaded with 1 away. Now it's the second baseman, Ernie Clement. That one fouled hard the other way. In for a strike, and the count is 0-2.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
That missed by a lot. And the count 1-2. This one in the dirt, and well done to keep it close. All loaded up here at the top of the 9th. And that's too high. Got him looking for the strikeout. Now only 1 out remaining.
Now batting.
Now it's the Twins DH, Harrison Bader. One on the gun, swing and a miss.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
So they're all loaded up with 2 outs. And that one fouled off. Clase is just one strike away.
1-2.
Not close with that one. Now 1-2.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
This team secures a winning season with the W today, and regardless of what else happens the rest of the way, you know that you're a winning ball club. So a little bit of pressure off, put your foot on the gas, and just see where you can finish from this point on.
7-2 your final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.